Biafrans all over the world, the word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is about to happen. According to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to be the last president of Nigeria. Finally, my people. This particular update is about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's appeal. I will allow you to watch the video. But first of all, remember, there is this particular update that have been running all over the social media where Mike Arnold came out and said that they are going to hold a meeting in United States of America at Los Angeles, United States of America, that they are going to hold a meeting about the division of Nigeria, about the referendum of Nigeria. And there is a particular statement from Ogen Kere. I don't know who that man is. There is a particular statement from him because of the particular way that Mike Arnold and every other American Congress people are planning on this particular meeting, on this particular discussion about Biafra, about Nigeria. There is a statement that man made. Anyway, I cannot tell. But first of all, let's go direct and listen to the update about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's appeal. Biafrans, we are going home. Do not panic, because I know that Nigerian organizations have entered into some certain people so that there will be an obstacle. But I know that Nigeria is happy the way things are going, the way there is katakata in this struggle, but they will never ever succeed. Let's go straight and watch the video. This particular video, it has a lot of things. Watch the video.
The appeal court domiciled in Abuja, Nigeria, has reviewed and given the ultimate and the last of the last updates on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And in this video, we will do our very best to show them to you, expose them to you, analyze them, and break them down in the best way we can. Still, we have other news for you. Make I show you our lineup. Showing right now on your screen, I will too go discuss today in full essence. These are news you missed today. It will be the very first news. The first one be say Oge Nkere blasts Nnamdi Kanu. We all know who Oge Nkere Biba, na be the acting or the prime minister of the BRGI. In don't blast Nnamdi Kanu, a man locked up inside Sokoto State Correctional Center. We could show you every single thing where they involved in this conversation. The second news be say we have updates from Abia State, Nigeria. Alex Oti has done something that will attract billions of dollars into the state. Kudos to Alex Oti. And if you're from Abia State, you need to celebrate and jubilate, because this is big and it will be a game changer. The third news be say David Yunkorach Matsanga finally addresses Bianca Ojukwu. We all know who Bianca Ojukwu be, by the wife of the late Odumegwu Ojukwu, and we all know who David Yunkorach Matsanga be. It's a human rights activist, a man will be say they help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in all ramifications. He don't speak on the issue of Bianca Ojukwu. You need to see what he's saying. The fourth be say updates on Nnamdi Kanu appeal. We don't get the biggest of the biggest news for you. So we'll begin this coverage from the very first one. What did it happen? Oge Nkere blasts Nnamdi Kanu. Now the first news we'll get for you. What did it happen? Why Oge Nkere blasts Nnamdi Kanu? Well, first thing first, we all know Oge Nkere met with Mike Arnold as of late last week. And the picture and the show right now on your screen. He met with Mike Arnold to speak about the liberation of Biafran people and whatsoever. But as we speak yesterday, if you watched our video released yesterday, you know, see, Oge Nkere made a revelation from the Biafra Republic Government in Exile official website. What is it saying? Biafra, without the BRGI and US government, mediation with Nigeria, any Biafran settlement or negotiations, null and void. Nkere declared. What is he saying? He's saying that without him being in a picture of things, Nigeria or Biafra cannot have any settlement with Nigeria. He did not even stop there. As of yesterday, he don't scatter everywhere. As of 14 hours ago, as you can clearly see right here on your screen. What is he saying? This is coming from the Guardian newspaper. Please do well to fact check us. It states, and I quote, Nnamdi Kanu can't negotiate Biafra from detention. BRGI says. We'll give a clear insight. Okay, a group called the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, the BRGI, says Nnamdi Kanu cannot negotiate the future of Biafra while he's still in detention. According to them, any negotiation done while in custody would be invalid or rejected. They also insist that any talks must involve them and even the US government to be recognized. Interesting. So as you can see, Oge Nkere don't talk say Nnamdi Kanu cannot negotiate for Biafra people anymore. Now him and his government go negotiate in, and the USA must be physically present in any form of negotiations. The conversation did not even stop there. Now let's look at why it matters. Why it matters. It shows internal disagreement among pro-Biafra groups. It suggests that even if the Nigerian government tries to negotiate with Kanu, some factions may reject the outcome. It's very clear and straight to the point. Now, even if, say, Nnamdi Kanu goes into political settlements, Oge Nkere, I don't know who you be, you don't baff. He said he's not going to obey any declarations that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will do in detention. And the same thing with Simon Ekpa have been talked before he was arrested. Now Oge Nkere. But now this is a very big problem for everybody in the Biafra movement, because we don't know, say, there's no head until we get on high levels of disunity. But still on still, the Biafra de facto government in exile came outside to publish or make a statement. State advice. Dear Mike Arnold, the current head of Biafra government, both in exile and homeland, is BRGI, Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkeri, who has evidently met with you as the picture shows. Beware of the antagonists, rebels, calamity, and scammers coming around you with Biafra impressions. So as you can see, Oge Nkere, no, they play with any other person. He's the head and he's the head, according to him. Well, like I said, this will only create high levels of disunity. This thing will create something maybe say Bola Ahmed Tinubu will feed on. Bola Ahmed Tinubu doesn't want you guys to be in good connections or in good standings with the USA. You don't want Biafran people to even be united. As all of these things they happen, the country Nigeria, they happy with them. Because if this disunity no day, it means say Biafra will speak in one voice. But now we have different voices. But that will be something we'll discuss on a later date. What do you think of Oge Nkere? Do you recognize him as your prime minister? I believe your thoughts in the comment section. Who do you recognize? Is it Oge Nkere or Nnamdi Kanu? Just type the person who you recognize. Type Nnamdi Kanu if you believe he's your leader, or type Oge Nkere if you believe he's your leader. We could see the numbers of people as you cast your vote right about now. Let's move on to the second news for you. Updates from Abia State. We all know, say, Alex Oti, the current governor of Abia State, is not sleeping. This man has shown that he has the interest of Abians at heart first. He gets your interest at heart, regardless of his affiliations with Bola Tinubu. Until they happen for Abia State, make I show you. As of yesterday, we got a notification from where? Make I zoom in close so that you can see it and be able to fact check us. A notification from Nigeria Stories. What are they saying? Breaking news. World Bank select Abia State for $700 million water project. When we see this news, we know to trust them. So we have to dig deep, and it can be said the news not true. The Punch cover the Whistler cover Pulse Nigeria still cover the Punch newspaper still cover it will be the cocoa. World Bank select Abia for $700 million water project. Interesting. And so it be for every news article you go see that $700 million. So wait till this up. Make we dissect this news for you one after the other. First thing first, the World Bank don't select Abia State. So say Abia State fits the requirements for investment. Okay? So out of all the states in Nigeria, the World Bank picked 6 states, and Abia inclusive. Okay? These 6 states will benefit from $700 million water project. The project is something that is being done under a union called the Sustainable Urban and Rural Water Supply, Sanitation and Hygiene. It's also known as SORASH, if you want to call them in full. So they don't give $700 million, so they go invest them. What do you need to know? What the project will do? The project will improve access to better water for Abians. So it will upgrade sanitation and hygiene and even cleanliness inside the state of Abia. It will cover both urban and rural communities. That is to say, even cities and villages will achieve or benefit from this project. We will come into Abia State. But there's something you need to know before you get misinformed. As you can see, all the news outlets where I show you before now spoke of the fact that Abia State will receive 700 million US dollars. But don't go and hold Alex Oti accountable if you don't see the 700 million US dollars, because this is how it's going to be done. That 700 million US dollars will be shared. Well, make I break down for you. This is not money given to only Abia alone. No. It is a shared 700 million program across multiple states. Abia being included as a positive development signal, not a final transformation yet. So as you can see, this 700 million US dollars will be shared amongst 6 states. Are you guys following? So don't go and hold Alex Oti accountable if next time or after his tenure you asked about the 700 million US dollars. You're gonna hear say around 90 something US dollars got to 90 million US dollars got to the Abia State Treasury. Okay, we could be on the same page, and I say we can bring this news for you. Kudos to Alex Oti for pushing Abia State to be one of the best states in the federation. What do you think of this news? Do you think it's going to benefit the people of Abia? If you think it's going to benefit you and I and the people of Abia State, type yes. Yes, it's going to benefit the people of Abia. Make I see your number. Just type yes, or type yes, it's going to benefit them. Make I see. Now, let's see top news number 3. David Yonkorach Masanga finally addresses Bianca Ojukwu. Wait till they happen. Let's address this news. We all know who David Yonkorach Masanga is, but if you know who him be, let me say you sabi him in the comment section. Okay? Make I see una number. So, as of yesterday, being 16 hours ago, David Yonkorach Masanga, through his Twitter page known as Africa World Media TV, or MAT 56455, he made a comment, a very short comment where he say, if you don't pay attention to them, you go miss out on wetin in one try pass across. Wetin be that comment? Listen, let's go through it together. Okay, this is the new Minister of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria, who is also the widow of Biafra President Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. She was a multiple international pageant title holder, having won Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria, Miss Africa, and Miss Intercontinental. She is considered a sellout to the Biafran cause. If you read this particular tweet, you know go get the message with the inside. This tweet no reach 400 words now, or 400 alphabet of the case maybe, but it's very, very powerful. Make I show you the power the way they inside them. We'll look at the tweet again, but this time from a different lens. This is a new Minister of Foreign Affairs, that is Bianca Ojukwu, who is also the widow of Biafran president. That is to say, she is the new Minister of Foreign Affairs. So, meaning say she dey work with the government of Nigeria, but at the same time, she happens to be the widow of a man we want make Southeast leave Nigeria. So the wife of the man they want make Southeast leave Nigeria is now working for Nigeria. Okay, she was a multiple international pageant title holder. That is to say, she don't travel the world. She don't see the lenses of the world from different sides. She has traveled the world to see how developed other countries can be. Having won Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria, Miss Africa, and Miss Intercontinental, she is considered as a sellout to the Biafran cause. She is considered as a sellout, meaning say they consider her as waiting. Man, I'll show you what sellout mean, just in case you don't know what sellout be. Let's break this news for you. We'll go break down for you. A sellout is a person who compromises their personal values, artistic integrity, or principles for money or personal advancement, often betraying a cause or community. So now they say Bianca Ojukwu don't betray her people for her own cause and for waiting financial gains. Now see David Yonkorach Masanga explained in his tweet very, very briefly. Like I said, he did not waste time. This tweet is short but powerful. We don't break them down for you. So David is saying, Bianca Ojukwu, you will be the wife. You will be the wife of a man where they seek for freedom of his people. Is now working with the Nigerian government. That one. You don't travel the world left, right, and center. You don't see how developed the world can be. But yet, You still choose to work with a government that are very backwards. And now, you are now selling out your people. David, you encourage Masanga, take am easy. We know say you are a man of wisdom and a man of many words. But take am easy. Take am easy on this woman. But what do you think of her matter? Well, if you ask me, in Nigeria, everybody they fight for their own stomach infrastructure. Bianca Ojukwu is not exempted. She is doing everything she can do for her own personal benefits and personal gains. Yes, it's not a shocker. It's not new to anybody. It's not even new to you when they watch this particular video. She dey work for herself, and she dey also want to please and appease who? A man known as Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is a fact. So this woman will never want Biafra to happen because she dey benefit from every single thing where they come outside from Biafra not happening. What do you think of Bianca Ojukwu? What do you think of her? And this whole comment coming from David Yunkorach Masanga. I would love to see your thoughts in the comment section because it go dey very, very important and highly paramount. Now, news number 4. This is the biggest news of the week. Wait till they happen. Let's break it down one after the other. We all know, see this man showing right now on your screen, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They prepare, enter the appeal court back. There are some things he has done already. There are some processes he has completed. Make I show you. The first one be say, he don't file the notice of appeal. The process starts when Kanu's lawyers file a notice of appeal, and the thing went on and on. As it stands, the appeal court approved and accepted his notice of appeal. The next thing we do now, waiting, compilation of records of appeal, which involves the trial court compiles all documents from the case, evidence, witness testimonies, rulings, and judgments. He don't do them, and the appeal courts don't accept them and verify them. After doing this compilation, he went straight to do the final one, which is filing of briefs, which is very, very important. The filing of briefs. And as it stands, both sides submit written arguments. That is, appellant's brief, Kanu's side, explains why the judgment should be overturned. Kanu has done all of these things, and the appeal court has accepted it too. So now we don't enter the last stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's appeal has originally and formally been entered in the appeal court. All the processes have now been completed. But again, one thing will remain. Wait till be that simple. Hearing at the court of appeal. Now wait till remain. All the stories, all the processes, shenanigans needed for this case has been completed. All that they wait for now say make appeal court hear the case. Lawyers appear before a panel, usually 3 judges. They highlight key arguments. The court may ask questions, focus on major legal issues only, as you can see right now on your screen. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has completed all the process and is now good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to clap. If you want to clap, make you clap. If you want to celebrate, celebrate. No wahala. It's your thing. Find a way to celebrate. If you want pop champagne, pop them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's appeal has been completed. The process has been completed. And now we are all waiting for a date where everybody will sit down, hear the case, and hear the case in full. Easy. Easy because of saying that Mazi go defend himself. And he needed somebody to do it for him from the outside world. Easy because of to get things done in Nigeria, they always hard. There are public holidays. Lawyers, judges know they come court sometimes based on personal reasons. If you enter inside court, the clerks, the workers there sometimes might be very moody and won't give you the best of services. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has succumbed and surpassed all these processes, and this appeal is ready. They could clap. What do you think? Are you happy? What do you think? Are you happy? If you are happy, comment them in the comment section that you are happy. Yes. If you're not happy, tell me for the comment section. That's so it will be. So wait till the next process. The next process now date. Now date all of us they wait for. We don't enter May. Say it too late. Next month, appeal case don't start. And for this channel, we will give you every single update day by day.
Anybody telling you about strength in diversity, that person is a liar and a deceiver. And the US ambassador is a liar and a deceiver. One thing they don't teach we Africans is this. No country exists on a foundation of multiculturalism. There is nowhere in the world. Listen to me very carefully. All this nonsense, even the crap that Coca was coming up with, telling you about diversity is our strength and all that rubbish. Allow me to repeat, there is no country on this earth that survives on a foundation or a bedrock of multiculturalism. It doesn't exist. That is why multiculturalism in Africa is dead on arrival. It can never work. Because we are tribal beasts by nature. We are tribal by nature. That is why we travel from wherever we are during New Year's, during Christmas, during Easter, during New Year festival to go back home where we come from. Because that is where we identify with. Now, let me ask the US ambassador a very simple question. Is United States of America a multicultural society? US, that was created and built by Western Europeans. US was created, should I say, created by God, of course. Built by Western Europeans. Mostly English people that was fed up with the way of life of the English monarchy. They went to America on Mary Rose. I want to ask the US ambassador, I want to teach Africans what they don't know this evening. There is no country that functions on this multi-ethnic rubbish. Nowhere in the world. Not even the USA, that was created by people who are not indigenous to America. The owners of the soil of America are Native American Indians. That is a fact of life. God gave America to Western Europe to develop and gave them a special grace to be the beacon and the light and the conscience of the world. Because God knew that if he had left all these wonderful people in Europe, they would become contaminated. He removed them from Europe, sent them to America, built a wonderful nation as a shining light and a beacon for the whole world to look up to. Even that America that was built from scratch by people who are not indigenous to the land is not multicultural. Why am I saying this? America was founded on the principles of Judeo-Christian, Greco-Roman, democratic value systems. I repeat, America is not multicultural. They accommodate other races and other nations. Yes, they can accommodate you. But where you're coming into, the bedrock, the foundation of America is based on Judeo-Christian principles, Greco-Roman political ideology, which is republicanism. America is not multicultural. America is Western Europe. The value systems of Western Europe, Judeo-Christian, Greco-Roman, Republican governance. Had America been a multicultural society, they would have space for Sharia. I'm now addressing the US ambassador to try to tell them to stop deceiving people. We are educated, we went to school for a reason. We are enlightened and we have our brain intact. There is no country on this earth that runs on this wishy-washy multiculturalism. It doesn't happen. What you have are established order and value systems upon which various cultures can now coexist. If you go to America, you coexist under the provisions of the United States Constitution. And the US Constitution is a Christian constitution, not Islam. America is not multicultural, but under that bedrock of liberty and egalitarianism, you allow other cultures to come in. But first of all, they must swear allegiance to or take an oath to uphold the Constitution of the USA. That is something that the US ambassador never told the Janjaweed that went to visit her. The same way that Nigeria cannot function as a viable entity. Wole Soyinka knows what I'm talking about. I'm even sure somebody who claims he's learned, as Bishop Coker is, understands what I'm talking about. No country on this earth. The value system of the state of Israel is based on Judaic principles. The value system of Russia is entirely theirs. It's based on theirs. It's the Russian way of doing things. from times of the Tsar. If you go to Saudi Arabia, it is essentially a Sharia Islamic state. You can live there, no problem. You can build your churches if you want. I think they have not started to allow churches to be built. But it is never a multicultural society. Japan is not a multicultural society. China is not. They can accommodate you, but that doesn't mean they are This is the type of nonsense they feed Africans. And we fall for that very gimmick of multiculturalism. At the end of the day, you end up with a useless contraption like Nigeria. You don't have any value system that anybody anywhere can define. If I talk about the USA, I can talk about hamburger in the USA. We can talk about, what else do they have in the USA? Hamburger, you can talk about, what's it called? What are the traditional dishes? Apple pie and all the rest of it. You can say that these are American dishes. If you go to the UK, you can talk about maybe mashed potato and bangers and mash, which is sausage and mashed potato as their national meal. That's understandable. But I ask you, if you come to Nigeria, what is the national dish of Nigeria? Does a Fulani Janjaweed eat ofe egusi, where we come from? Does an Igbo man eat a wedu soup? The answer is no. So on what basis is all this so-called multicultural foundation going to be laid upon? On what? We are not one people. We may be black, we may be Africans, but we're not one people. Not even one religion. If Britain cannot stay in an EU that is entirely Christian, EU is entirely Christian. Britain left. Nigeria, you don't know if Nigeria is Christian or in fact is Islamic. So for me to accept the multiculturalism being preached by the US ambassador, I have to embrace Islam as my religion. That's what it means. And some of you get taken in by all this rubbish. And I feel sorry for you. Yeah, sometimes when I say this, I'm being very arrogant. If you're educated, you will understand that no nation is multicultural. They allow other cultures to come in. It doesn't mean they're multicultural. They have a viable space where multicultural ideas or identities can thrive. But the foundation has to be monolithic. It has to be one dominant value system and ideology. That's how it is all over the world. Don't let anybody fool you otherwise. That is the same reason why you have this anomaly. In a so-called republic, you have royal fathers in a republic. Because you are trying to shuffle multiculturalism. You are trying to marry the feudal system of the North, the monarchical system of the West, and the Republican system in the East, to marry them into one. And what you have is entirely rubbish, and that is why Nigeria can never work. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Competing value systems. Nobody wants their own value system to be subsumed under another person's value system. This is something that the US ambassador never told you. But here I am telling you today. Because if you come here, you become educated. If you come here, you become enlightened. If you come here, you stop being a zoo animal, you become a human being. That is why we are the largest and, of course, the most consistent broadcasting platform insofar as Africa is concerned, right across the world. Millions listen to us because they know we preach the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. That is why this very day, because you are in one Nigeria, in multiculturalism, the army will come to Olo to defend Fulani Janjaweed living in our forests. We went to Olo to defend our people. They came, they arrested the clerics. Men of God, they arrested all of them. How many times have you heard that imams were being arrested in the north? Or that villages were being invaded in the north and imams being arrested? Only in Biafra land. And this is your multiculturalism. This is a place where you want all of us to stay somehow to pretend that all is well when we know that it is not. In that same Nigeria is where Fulani headsmen openly boast about conquest. Benue State is one. That is why I feel sorry for the idiots talking rubbish from Benue. They came and they made the same bold claim on Edo State. And I quote, "We will kill all policemen and take over Edo State." Vanguard publication of January 23, 2021, this year. Only 2 months ago. Nothing happens to them. Only the Fulanis can lay claim to land that doesn't belong to them and nobody will say anything. When you try to respond, they come against you. And your average foolish Nigerian who cannot reason properly, they're not educated very well, I'm sorry to say, will side with the oppressor. It's only in Nigeria where the victim becomes the accused.
Letting Biafra to go now be the best solution to Nigeria problem, because when they leave Biafra, Biafras are ready to accommodate anybody will be say they need to accommodate. If you look at the way we say don't they for this country, go see say things are not working well until they do the right thing. Because Tinubu don't fail to know say Tinubu know truly well say Mazen and the Kalu no do anything. Mazen and the Kalu no do anything. Only way to Mazen and the Kalu do now just to talk say make you allow my people to go. We are not one in this country. That's true. Anybody where they talk say let's try to be united, it can't be possible. Even though you bring Igbo president, it can't work. Waiting go they happen, go still they happen. So the best thing for government now make they just divide this country, make everybody just go relax, have their own country, manage their own little resources. You will see there will be competition. Like what this guy just said initially. There will be competition. You will see say everybody go just they try to make sure say they better than this the other country. You go see say competition go dey between the North and the Yoruba and the Igbos. So that's the best thing. We have all the whole mineral resources where we get to be the best in the whole world, but they use them, they enjoy themselves, they enrich themselves for their own pocket. That's nonsense. Just imagine. Now all these things where Mazen and the Kalu they talk, everything where Mazen and the Kalu don't give as prophecy don't come to pass. Everybody don't attest to them. Even the government of the day know the truth. But to acknowledge that fact is difficult for them because of their selfish interests. I don't blame even the governors where we say where they follow they even cause this. Because if they come out in one voice, push their agenda, press Tinubu neck, press any presidency neck, you go see say they will just release Mazen and the Kalu. But they don't look and say what benefits will be say you go take benefit them. Because once Mazen and the Kalu come out, anybody will be say in talk say he no go be governor, he no go be. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't go just talk much and I don't hear everything. I go one make una share una own thoughts at the comment section. Don't forget to click the subscribe button for more updates. Drop your opinion at the comment section. Thank you, my lovely people.